Hey, how are you? Welcome back to Red Shoes Diary. Hope this finds you fat and sassy today. Hope you've had a good week. Wandered around, had a good time, had some good weather. It's like still doing the hot, cold. That'll be okay, oh. I think we're supposed to get some heat next couple of days, and it looks like rain coming in for the weekend. Supposed to get some rain, which we definitely need to get a little dry. But Mother Nature's got it figured out. The good Lord's definitely taking care of it, so it'll be all right. I hope that. I want to thank you if you showed up, you watch this. Appreciate it. Not many people do, and that's all right. Hopefully, the people that do watch it might make them smile, make them think, or help them talk to God a little more. I don't know. There's a reason for everything. Good Lord's got it figured out. But other day, this past Saturday, friends of ours, mine, what are you going to say? About some of us boys, we all used to run together years ago. Matter of fact, a couple of them was brother-in-laws at one time till divorce. We're still friends, and that's all that matters. And he's part of a men's group at his church, and they do once a month they get together, sort of a thing for men to get together, talk, just a men's group, trying to lift one another up, help each other, and work and do. So, first time we'd been, we went over to where it's at. It's at this, a man-made dam, and just a beautiful place up in the mountains where this place was. I mean, just off up in there, just beautiful. So we got up there, seen them talk, and other men and stuff showed up and had a little breakfast. Pretty good. Now they brought in some oh shoot pancakes and stuff from McDonald's. Then somebody had actually made bacon and sausage and gravy and biscuits, and I don't know who made the gravy stuff. That's some old school gravy right there. Man, that stuff is good. I probably could just sit and eat on it and not worry about nothing else. But anyway, uh, got to talking, prayed before they started, ordered food and stuff. Then the pastor there, preacher, he was talking about how he had this story and how he was watching TV, and this show TV, his thing was on. He got to watching it, and when it's done, it's how he sort of found his way to make his message. Through it, he had props and stuff, and he done all this, and of course we're laughing. If you just see some of it, it was quite comical, to say the least. But he used it to get you to think about how Jesus revealed himself how he passed away, after he'd risen, and different places on the road, and how it all came together. And that's how he worked woven it in together into that story. It was really good. And really good time with the gentleman. And then he was talking about, this passage where Jesus finally reveals himself. And that part where when he broke the bread, that's when, they knew who he was. And he made a comment, and as far as I know, I don't remember anybody bringing it together this way. Now, I'm not saying in my time it has been spoken and it just went. Or, you get later in years and your mind automatically deletes a bunch of cookies, deletes all this, that, other, if you're computer savvy or whatever. Or you're just old timers. You forget a lot. But he said, when he did that, he's showing with his hands just like, yeah. He said, was it when he broke at, did they see his nail scarred hands? Did they see the holes in his hands? As the story goes. Is that what made the click of who was standing in front of him click? Oh, this is Jesus here. I hadn't thought about that in that light. I had never, I guess, that I can remember. I might be wrong. Maybe a preacher preached it one day and I don't remember it. That's just the truth of the matter. But it hit me, and I studied on that, how that works. You know, how that took and made them see who he was, opened their eyes. And I got studying about that. What about us? You know, how do we conduct ourselves that people see us as Christians or Christ-like, however you want to put it? You know, do maybe the way you used to be, maybe the person you was before you got saved and settled down and became trying to be a true follower of Jesus, trying to do what you're supposed to do, lead a Christian life, a godly life, however you want to put it. And do people see that in you? Maybe in your language. Do you fly mad and use every four-letter word, yelling, screaming, cussing like a like a madman, like a sailor, or make a sailor blush, as old cliche used to be? Do you cuss so bad, make the sailor blush? Is that part of it, or do they see somebody who curbs his tongue or her tongue? Now they don't see that explosion from you no more. They don't see all the language, maybe the dirty jokes, or they don't see you drunk no more. You quit that part. No, I'm not saying you quit drinking. There's passage in the Bible about that, about drinking different things. Everything is in there as an excess. If you listen to it, it talks about gluttony. You eat overeating. A lot of us have a bad habit of that, whether we like it or not. And the drunkenness and stuff, lasciviousness, what it leads to, how wine convert kings and princesses, prince judgments and stuff. But my question is, do does your way you act, do you stop to think about how that reveals who you are to other people? Have you thought about that? What does your action show people? Yelling, screaming, cussing like a sailor? Do you say one thing, then completely do others? You talk about being honest and stuff, and you turn around and look them dead in the eye and you lied to them? Do you do the things that you know is wrong? Oh well, nobody will know. It doesn't matter. How do you reveal yourself to other people? Does your life reflect that? Does your life reflect the holes in Christ's hands? What all He went through for us. Does your life reflect that? Does your actions reflect that? Your words. Lots of times it's still, walk the walk, talk the talk, talk the talk, do the walk the walk. Does that reflect you? Do your talk, the way you speak about being a Christian, talk about that? And does your everyday life reflect that? Does your everyday life reflect the holes in your hands, your servitude to God, to Jesus? I don't know. That just hit me. And just so you know, this caught me yesterday at church and was running through my mind at church. We sitting there talking about different things. And when I left church, when I got my vehicle, I took my phone and got over there and I made notes so I would remember this topic where I was. Because sometimes things will fly through my mind like that. I'm like, I need to write this down. Well, I'm trying to do a little better about that, trying to put it in notes and stuff on my phone so I can remember things that pop in my head to discuss or talk about, or things that, pique my interest, whatever you want to say. But anyway, folks, I hope you have a great week. I hope you get out, make a little time for yourself. Get out and enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine. Yeah, I know it's hot. A lot of people can't handle the heat, but maybe you can do it early in the morning or late in the evening when it cools down. Maybe you can catch a beautiful sunrise or sunset, or maybe you can go to drive in the evening to some beautiful park on the side of a hill and watch the sun go down, even if it's in your car. You have to turn the AC on to sit there, but hey, take a little time, check it all out, folks. Anyway, my question for you is, Do the people see the nail scarred hands in you anymore? Does your actions match your words? You know, do what you say, or are you doing to people? You telling them how to live, but do you live at yourself? Do you practice what you preach? Anyway, everybody, I hope that you have a great week. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope more than anything that you are not only doing the talk, you are doing the walk. And your actions do mimic your words. Anyway, may the good Lord take a liking to you, not too soon. And as always, awesome.